Well, guys, the last time you guys played Michigan State, it was obviously a pretty lopsided loss. I wonder what it's like preparing for a team that beat you pretty handily last time, getting a rematch to go play them up there.
Yeah, it was kind of a bad loss. I mean, it was close for a little while, but when Forbes got hot and they kind of like pulled things away for us. But I mean, we're going to try and not let that happen this game. Michigan State's a hard place to play, but I think we'll be ready for it.
You guys had a tough loss to Maryland. You came back and it was a much closer game the second time. What's the key when you have a big loss to a team the first time to turning that around again?
Just learning from your mistakes. I mean, we turned the ball over a lot and took some shots that, I mean, weren't the best shots, and it turned into some easy baskets for them, and it was able to get their offense going. So just basically learning from film and just try to be as smart as possible on the court.
Everybody talked about the great offense they had in that game, but I think they also limited you guys to like 62 points and was kind of, in the second half of the year, one of the lesser outputs you guys have had. Just what did they maybe do to take you out of what you wanted to do, and how can you guys overcome that?
I think part of it was our defense, but part of it was just missing shots. We had a lot of missed layups, missed opportunities at the basket, which that's on us. So I mean, we're working on just finishing through contacts and all that in practice. So I don't think that'll be an issue this game.
Just from an emotional standpoint, I mean, after you played them the last time, I mean, it was right when Jay Sean had gone out, and then you come back and you beat Iowa. Do you feel you guys are in a good state emotionally? You've had a week off here to get ready to go play this game.
I mean, I feel like we're in a pretty good position right now mentally. We're not really. I mean, when Jay Sean went down, I mean, it was an emotional thing. But I feel like, I mean, at this point in the season, one man goes down, somebody has to step up, and I mean, we all have to step up in different aspects of the game.
Katie, you had mentioned Forbes getting hot last time against you guys. I think he went nuts the other night against Rutgers again. Just for any time you're playing a three-point shooter who has the ability to get hot, what do you do? How do you stop a guy from getting on a roll like that?
Probably just make him drive. Don't let him get easy looks early on in the game. Being on his hip, coming around screens. But probably the biggest thing is making him drive. And he loves to shoot threes, obviously. I don't know how good he is at getting to the basket, so just make him do things he's not comfortable doing.
So is that, do you overplay that? Do you just say, we're not going to let him get a look, and we're going to get out on him, and then we'll play help defense?
I mean, I'm not say let him get to the basket and just play him at the three-point line, but don't let him get an open look, pretty much. That's just it.
Mark, do you think when you guys have faced good outside shooters this year, do you think you've done that, or have you guys at times let outside shooters get good looks?
I mean, it's obvious he lit us up last time. So, I mean, just try to trail the screen as best as possible. I mean, he took 16 shots versus Rutgers or whatever, and I think all 16 were threes. And I mean, you know what he wants to do. So, just try to take away his space and make him as uncomfortable as possible.
Guys, what would it mean for you to avenge that loss that they, came in here in your house and, kind of mopped the floor with you on the second half? What would it mean to you to come into their place and win that last game of the regular season and take it?
Same thing. Beating anybody on their home court is big, but especially them after what they did to us would be even bigger. And to have it as the last game of the season would be even better.
How's the team's mentality? Are your backs against the wall at this point? Like, you got to get this win, or are you still taking it at the one game at a time approach?
Yeah, we're thinking we got to get this win, but also not overthink it. Take it as it is. It's still a game, still one game. But yeah, it's definitely on our minds.
Mark, for you, how are you feeling coming into this game? Like, are you ready? Are you charged up?
Yeah, just as charged up as normal. I mean, if that means anything, there's nothing that I feel like I'm out of the ordinary that I'm gonna do.
Has Coach brought up the end of the game when you played him the last minute? I think one of their guys threw a ball off the backboard for a dunk, kind of an exclamation point type play. Do those things register with you guys at all that they came into Ohio State and did that against you guys? Does that help you get, juiced up to go play these guys another time, or what do you think?
No, realistically, it was just 2 points, and I mean, they still beat us by the amount that they beat us by. It doesn't matter how the ball went in the basket.
When you guys went through this week of practice, Thad had mentioned on his radio show on Monday that I guess when you guys got here on Monday, you thought it was just going to be video, and then it was video and practice. I just wonder what he said that was just kind of another example of trying to get you guys to expect the unexpected and be prepared for a lot of things. Did that catch you by surprise? What was Monday like?
Yeah, it caught us by surprise, but he said just film. But he said get dressed for practice like 10, 20 minutes before, film starts. We're like, all right. So we got our minds ready for practice, just to, the unexpected, expect the unexpected, pretty much.
I know that most teams play better, obviously, at home than they do on the road, but you guys have had some lopsided ones on the road or some games that maybe went to overtime that you weren't expecting. What have you guys learned about the way you approach a game on the road, or do you think you've improved over the season about in going into those sort of hostile situations?
I think we have gotten better on the road. Like you said, we have had some lopsided losses, but playing anywhere, not on your home court, is hard for anybody. Coming to somebody else's home court with their fans and their crowd and knowing their rims and all that is just a little bit different. But you still have to treat it as a regular game. It's still a court, 2 rims, a ball, all that. So it's not like it makes a huge difference in my mind.
Kate, I just want to ask about, it's been a few days since the Iowa game. I just wanted to know how much you think that win did for you all from a mental standpoint, confidence, knowing you can play elite competition and beat them. How much will that victory play into your future? How much did that allow you to build from a big win in the Big Ten?
I think it just built everybody's confidence a little bit because we were down Jay Sean. Last time we played, we lost by a lot. And, Iowa was a top 10 team at that time. We had to come in with great confidence and beat them. It wasn't our home court, but I think going to this next game is going to help us even more just because we were down a man. Everyone stepped up. It was good for us. It was great for us, actually. Me, Mark, everybody did what they were supposed to do. Cam, it was good for us.
Hey, guys, I know Michigan State obviously is a little smaller, quicker on the perimeter than you guys have, a little more size and length. I just wondered maybe how that might help you. It wasn't as effective maybe in the first game, but how do you think that maybe could benefit you tomorrow?
Like you said, they have a lot of quick guards. Our length should be able to disrupt timing a little bit. They're very time-oriented offense. Things have to flow at a specific pace. So just pressuring the ball and try to use our length to our advantage and take them out of their rhythm should be a pretty good key for us.